Well, it may have taken a bit of a while, but the first proper save of FM26 is here. And it is a big one. Starting with a random nation from one of the top 5 leagues in either the men's or women's, can we win every single league trophy of the top flight for both men's and women's, the cup competition for that national side, and any other major trophies available, as well as UEFA Champions League, Europa League, Conference League, and Women's Champions League. So can we win all those 4 to try and qualify as the best manager in the world? Well, it's going to take some doing, because we haven't got any choice in transfers or staff incomes or outgoings. It's all handled by Director of Football. The only thing we can do is make the tactics and fire the Director of Football if they are led astray. It's going to be a big one, and today, in our Season 1, we're starting with Arsenal women's side. We're trying to conquer the WSL, Women's Champions League, FA Cup, and League Cup. So can we do all that in Season 1 and immediately hop over to a different country? Well, let's find out, shall we? Hello, I am Matthew Wilson and Summerhex, and welcome back to FM26. Now, if you're wondering why has it been so long since the last video, well, they did the beta update and everything was going fine, for the main update basically, and then they said, oh, we're doing a new update which will be in the Steam betas or the Steam public beta thing. And so I switched over to that, and then the day after, or within a few hours, not even like 8 hours later, it switched to the main game, this update. And so I used that update, switched back to the main update. It broke all my saves. I had a Chelsea rebuild on the way. I had London City Lionesses underway. London City Lionesses had been uploaded, and then I had to cancel it because I couldn't get into the save for the next season. I also had this save in a different style, and that was completely ruined. And the Derby County save was completely balked it as well. So yeah, it's been tough, and I haven't had time to make any seasons. It should be better now. I should be able to get them more out often, I would hope now. But yeah, it's been tough, and that is why there's been no videos for about 15 to 2 weeks, or 15 days, 2 weeks, something like that. It's gonna get back into the flow, hopefully. But that is the reason why I lost all my saves. Couldn't even upload the Derby County save to Patreon, which I was going to put up for free after Season 5. And I was going to say that in the next video, which was in the Premier League again, and it was just like, oh, great, and then all of a sudden, oh no. So, but yeah, enough about lamenting over FM poor localization with saves and updates, because this has never happened before. Shock horror, it has. I have lost saves before for one reason or another, where they'll just get corrupted, but this was the quickest corruption I've ever had. So yeah, we're playing as an Arsenal women's side. The reason for that is I picked randomizer from 1 to 5. It picked number 1, that's England out of France, Germany, Italy, England, Italy, and Spain. And yeah, I picked number 1 alphabetically, that's England, so England. And then I picked 1 to 2, whether I was be a male in the male manager first, or a female manager space, what I say, whether I'd be playing in the male leagues or female leagues first, basically. And it picked number 2, so that's female leagues, and so of course that means a female manager. First time on this YouTube channel I've played as a female manager. And then I picked 1 to 12 on team I'll join. I don't know if there's a way to see media predictions dead quickly by in a quick screen while picking a team, but I couldn't find a way to do it quickly, so I picked number 1 to 12 alphabetically and picked number 1, that's Arsenal. So either way, I would have been either got Chelsea, who are the best team in England in the women's game, or Arsenal, who's the second best team in the women's game in England. And I got one of them, so sure, Chelsea are the clear better team, but we can do something special with Arsenal, I'd hope. Yeah, our manager, a quick look at her, is Mathilda Steedolf. I'm struggling with how you pronounce that last name. It's a random name generator on behind the name website. I just picked English, female, or feminine name, and it picked Mathilda Steedolf. So I have no idea how you spell her name. I don't know if it's Matilda or Matilda or Mathilda. I'm saying it like Matthew, Mathilda, because it's quite close to Matthew. Math, M-A-T-H is kind of close if you knock out one of the T's in my name. I was just about to show you the in-game, what the manager looks like in-game, but it's not letting me click it. Great bug FM, really good use of access. Ease of access, I should say. Yeah, I still have major problems with this game I'm doing, mate, so hey. I'm not going to try and moan about them, even though I've tried recording this bit before the other day. It's just delayed the game by 2 days. The video by 2 days at least, because I tried recording it 2 days ago and I kept having bug and crashes and all these things in between. And then I recorded finally after about 2 hours worth of trying, and the microphone settings weren't the best. For some reason, it put my microphone on video broadcast like it should, but I hadn't got the noise removal and echo removal, so it just ruined the video. I only learned halfway through that it did that and then switched it over, but the difference was too infuriating to continue with, so I just scrapped that video, and here we are 2 days later recording it. Yeah, I've had problems with this game, and with my microphone in general as well, but that's nothing to worry about. Yeah, hopefully it's fixed now. But quick look at Arsenal. Of course, we're doing 2 seasons this episode like we normally do when it comes to journeyman nowadays, and well, journeyman challenges basically the same format as the Glory Hunter we did in FM24 with the 0708 retro database. But if we go to the best players, we got quite a lot of good players to be expected with a world class team in Arsenal. Alessio Russo is technically the best player, striker, obviously good player for England. Mariana Caldente is another player who's brilliant. Then we've got Van Domselaar, who's a goalkeeper. Leah Williamson, who's a centre back. Emily Fox, who's a right back. Beth Mead on the wing. Kid McCabe, left back, right back. Olivia Smith, who is best suited as AMR. Chloe Kelly, another player who can play AMR. Kim Little, and Ida Manoon. So we've got a load of good players, like literally a load of good players, and if I'm looking at the squad quickly, I might struggle fitting them all in without making them extremely unhappy, because I think with OK in defence, it's quite, he has some bad players, he has some good players, but if we go to the attacking, we've got, of course, we've got the main striker in Alessio Russo, but then we've got Olivia Smith, we've got Beth Mead, Lynn Ford, Marina Caldente, Rosa Kafaji, who does look like she's leaving to Brighton. Whether that's alone or not, I have no idea. And Chloe Kelly. So we've got basically got people that can play left wing and right wing, and some that can play in the middle or of the attacking midfield. Yeah, I'm going to struggle fitting every single one of these players all into the side and keeping them all happy. I think it's 4-2-3-1. 2 DMs. I have a load of DMs that can play there. I think defence is where we're weakest. So Director Football, who's in charge of all the transfers, as I said in the intro, will have to make dealings there. Who is Director Football? Let's have a quick look over there. Still struggling with the game. and its menus, I admit. So Director of Football was this person, Holly Skinner. She's been there since 2018, so she's bad. Within a year she'll be leaving. And after 8 years of service, I'll just be booting her out. Yeah, that's what's going to happen if she's hopeless and doesn't make enough signings or sells so many people that doesn't replace them all. That's what's happening. It's just to keep it fresh and also to make sure the Dreadful actually does something. But we are going to be helping clubs at the very soonest possible notice as we can, if there's a better job available where we can win something. But yeah, Holly Skinner, decent. Really decent. Very good, very good, very good on the judging playability, potential negotiations. So she should be brilliant. Whether the game can say she's brilliant is another question. But yeah, we've probably going to sim ahead now to the end of the transfer, because I think the transfer window ends just before the first game of the season in the WSL. So I'll come back for the end of that, or just a bit after. I'll also show you the next little segment, so skip ahead and see you in a bit. So we've started off with two tactics that we started off with. Quick clear of the squad. This is the first one, so in possession, it's a 4-2-3-1, but when it goes out of possession, one of the attacking midfielder goes into striker, and the two wingers go further down into the midfield. It is vertical tiki-taka. Yeah, it's working well so far. The other tactic we've yet to use entirely, because this other tactic's just really surprised me at how good it is. Because another reason there's been no videos recently is because I decided to focus on doing a Middlesbrough Southampton as well as a Sheffield United Norwich save times 2. I tried it twice for both teams and I kept getting sacked. So it was basically Sheffield United versus Norwich and Middlesbrough versus Southampton, and I got sacked with all 4 clubs within a year of simulation for each 4 teams. So yeah, I'm bad at tactics, so I'm really surprised this tactics worked. By the way, I'm quitting those saves because I don't want to do it for the 3rd time and just mess up everything. Because if I have made a certain transfer and then reset the game and play the same club, I have to make that same transfer again. It's just the autism thing, I think. I have to make it exactly the same as possible as the last universe, and if anything goes wrong, I just lose my enjoyment. So I'm not returning to those for probably a while. So I've got a different thing planned. More on that later, I guess, or in the future. But yeah, these tactics have gone on quite well. If you go to transfers in and out, the Direct Football actually made no transfers, but then we had a max squad size and had a very good squad anyway, so yeah. And the only people to leave are the ones who were guaranteed to have left, along with some loanees. Now, the only person I don't know if it's left permanently who is here who stayed here in real life or leaves in real life, because I had the whole real world transfers thing, and it is Leah Volti, and I don't know if she leaves like permanently in real life or what, but I completely forgot. I glossed over it because it was all Direct Football. I was just pressing continue, because thankfully now you can have the space bar, so I was quickly clicking continue, and to try and get try and get as many seasons out as possible, just so I could get this video out as quick as possible. But yeah, Juventus bought her for 130k. I don't know if that's like I said, real life transfer or not. I have had a couple of players say they want to leave because of their work permit coming to an end, and they're wondering if they will get it or not. Now the internationals for their nations so they have all the right reason to get that work permit. But I managed to persuade one of them, and the other one might well have been Leah Walter, but I've just completely forgotten, so I'm sorry about that. So feel free to tell me if I'm wrong or not in the comment section below. But how have we started? Well, pre-season we won every single game apart from Lazio. Now I don't know how good Lazio are in the women's leagues of Serie A, but I do know Inter are quite good, so we beat them 3-1. Beat Bristol's 12-0 and beat Watford 8-1. So the tactic works at least away from home if we knock off Lazio. But then we played 2 games at the start of the season. I thought, oh, I'm back here again. I've got a bad tactic. With 2 draws, it seems. Well, one team we should be beating in West Ham, one that we should be doing bad because it's a derby match in Spurs. We didn't win both of them, but we did lose, so hey. And I thought, should I change tactic already? Because I'm really noticing that I'm bad at tactics this year's game. But I stuck with it, and we won 4-2 in the next game against Liverpool, then beat Aston Villa, then beat Paris FC, and then beat Chelsea. So yeah, we're not doing too badly. In the Women's Champions League, we're, of course, only played 1 game. We've got another game coming up now against Bayern Munich, but in the WSL, we're currently second, 11 points. Man U are first after winning all 4 of their games. Man City are third. Chelsea are quite far behind us, 4 points behind us, 5 points off top. So they've started awfully, and hopefully that can continue, because they're probably going to win the title if they don't have a bad season. They're that good. Well, we are in February now. The transfer window of January is over. If we look at the games, last game we showed was, of course, the really, really good win against Chelsea. We then beat Bayern Munich, even better result there. Then lost to the top of the table Man U. Then beat London City. Then beat Everton. London City are having a terrible season. Currently bottom of the table. Really poor from them. Then we ended up beating Everton 8-0. Then Real Madrid 3-0 away from home. Then unfortunately drew with Brighton, but then beat Barcelona. Then beat Spurs, beat Juventus, drew with Man City, who at that point were top of the table again. Sporting CP, we won 3-0. Then we were knocked out of 2 trophies that we wanted to win. The FA Cup and the League Cup with Aston Villa and Man U. So yeah. Then beat West Ham, beat Gotham in a FIFA Champions Cup, which I don't know if that's like the equivalent of the Club World Cup for women, but I have no idea. But beat Gotham FC of USA 6-0, and then Corinthians of Brazil we won 6-2. So we won that. So it's a trophy that's not on the board to be ticked, but it has been ticked if it has. Anyone cares, you know. And then we beat Leicester, Chelsea, and Liverpool, and it does currently see us top of the league. Man United dropped off. Man City have just lost the lead in the last game, which is brilliant. Chelsea's still nowhere around near us. They've really fallen off. They haven't sacked the manager yet, though, I don't think. No, they have not. But we could tick off 1 trophy already. 2 if you count the Women's Champions League. But the WSL is major, because if it's going to be very hard to win it, although if Chelsea don't have a bad season. It's unfortunate we haven't won the FA Cup or the League Cup. That's got to come next season, so we're at least here for the whole video, that's for sure. But yeah, hopefully now we can finish off the season, do well. If we go to the transfers for this transfer window, the only person to leave was Leia Cadena, who was not playing enough. She said she wanted to play more. I was like, okay, I'll sell you then, because she was fifth choice. We also had a couple of good younger players who were 1.5 star, 2-star current ability, who were 17, 18, 16, that sort of thing, and they've been playing in front of her. I guess I don't rate her highly at all. Apparently my manager doesn't, or she's good, but she just played the least, because everyone else was playing better, and when I wanted to play in smaller teams, I played younger players. So yeah, she's gone to Chicago Stars for 140k at the start of the transfer window. That was guaranteed in about October, November time, and it wasn't done deal until the 27th of the 1st, because that's when the transfer window of America comes open in the NWSL. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, people that sign, Brodie Greenwood comes in on a free agent transfer, Scottish player, 1.5 star, 3-star current ability, so not that bad. And then Maya Owen joined from Britain Ferry for a dead cheap. She is looking like she could be a decent prospect in the future. 1.9k is not much. We could sell her for a lot more if Direct Football decides to. 60k, that's quite a lot of money for, well, for women's side, so that's not bad. We also brought in Erica Parkinson, who is English but was playing for Valdares Gaia in Portuguese BPI, Liga BPI. By the way, I've got more leagues loaded than what really be should, because I've used a Timo's packs. It's added more lower leagues for the women's side and men's side, as well as extra sides from across the world. So yeah, I've got up to 4th division of England and up to some other divisions like the 5th division of France or something like that. Not like we would get up there in the males or the women's leagues, but still. But Erica Parkinson comes in dead cheap. She is a proper wonder kid. 2-star current ability, 5-star potential. Yeah, she's going to be great. And Amy Deacon comes in from Swansea, also dead cheap. She looks better than Maya Owen, but she's also had 2 caps for Wales, so it's not that bad at 18. So yeah, she could get quite good, and yeah, hopefully she does. But now we've got to the end of the But now we've got to get to the end of the season. Can we win this WSL? Can we win this Women's Champions League and then leave the FA Cup and League Cup to win? Let's find out. Well, if we go to the rest of the season, I think, I don't know where you last came from. It was end of February, so. And then we just beat Liverpool, then we beat Leicester, then we beat Man City. That sealed our top of the table status. We then drew to Man U, but then beat Barcelona in the UEFA Women's Champions League quarterfinal, I think. Then beat London City, beat Barcelona in the next leg, and then beat Everton, drew with Chelsea in the first leg of the semi-final of the Champions League. Then beat Brighton before losing in the away leg to Chelsea. And yeah, just so bad. And then we lost the final game of the season as well, but it's not the end of the world. Sure, we've lost 3 competitions, but we can win them next year. But it doesn't matter in terms of this, because Chelsea have had that one bad season. We've capitalised on it, and we've won the league. So next season, it doesn't matter. Also next season, it doesn't matter, because Chelsea didn't even win the UEFA Women's Champions League. Man United won it. So I don't know if you can qualify for it if you win the Champions League anyway, but it doesn't matter because they didn't get in the Champions League, so they can't qualify for it next season. So we'll have an even better chance of winning it. Hopefully that'll happen alongside the FA Cup and League Cup. But yeah, first season, first trophy kicked off in the WSL. It's probably one of the hardest ones to win as well. Well, we were given £1.5 million to spend in the transfer window, and the Direct Football decided to make no transfers. Going back to the end of the season, literally we only loaned a few people out, and that was it. A couple of people out. In terms of release players, the only person of note to leave was Victoria Plova, who was unhappy over game time last season, and we were like, she not playing, and then she got unhappy because she didn't think she would get a work permit as well. By the time the end of the season came, she was happy and all that stuff, but we decided not to renew her contract, so she's left. Their football decided not to, and then probably because she was still on the transfer list, because she hadn't said she wanted to be taken off it, and I couldn't do anything about it. Well, I could. I can decide who's on the transfer list and loan list, but I didn't see a point doing it because she wasn't playing anyway, and hopefully the Dreadful would get a better young player in. Dreadful hasn't done that. And some of the other person to leave was Tegan Scarlett. Now the problem with her is that she is 1.5 star, 3.5 star potential. She's worth about 15k. Vexen paid £0 for her, and the Dreadful accepted it. If the Dreadful has one more bad transfer, she's out of there. Honestly, she is. But with all these players and going into the WSL, season preview still sees us as the second best side in the league. However, Chelsea drastically decreased, while our odds have stayed the same. So we've got better, well they've got worse, which is good. And now lost the manager. The manager was sacked at the end of the season, and Amandine Mikel was taken over. So Bombasted left. But yeah, hopefully. And it does look like they've turned around with scoring 4 goals in the first game against Man U. Yeah, they're back. We're probably not winning the title this season. But yeah, we don't need to win it. So, UEFA Champions League, League Cup, and FA Cup for us, please. Guess who's just had that save where the game just freezes, no box or menu is clickable, and the only way to quit is all F4. Hopefully, you can see my finger then. I don't know if that gets cut off by my camera, but yeah, good to see fixture schedule. We're all the way in December, about to get in the transfer window where the Dreadful has to make a good transfer window, otherwise she's out of there. We have beaten Spurs in the first game of the season. Is that 2 years in a row we've had them in straight away? That's strange. No, but they had a second game last season, I think. But yeah, we beat them, we beat Leicester, beat Brighton, beat Man U, Everton, we beat Slavia Prague, we won in the UEFA Women's Champions League, drew with West Ham, that's disappointing. We then beat Lyon, then beat Man City, beat Birmingham, beat Aston Villa, beat Atletico Madrid, beat Liverpool, beat Wolfsburg, and then recently we just played Roma and Braun, lost to Roma, drawn with Braun, so disappointing there. Right, second time's the charm, that game is frozen again. If we go to the WSL, we're currently second. 10 points, 28 points. 10 games, 28 points, I should say. Chelsea have played 10, won all 10, and got 30 points. In the UEFA Women's Champions League, quick look at that in the league phase, we ended up finishing 4th. Those 2 results in the past 2 games have kind of ruined our position, but we're still automatically qualified to not the next round, but the round after, which is quarter-final. So that is good. Can we actually win it this time? Maybe, maybe not. It's good that Chelsea aren't in it because they'll be tough, but Barcelona and Real Madrid, they're going to be tough. Yeah, Bayern Munich going to be tough, Man City going to be tough. I think everyone else we can kind of beat on that day. Maybe not Man U, but hey. Maybe not Lyon as well, but hey, we'll see what we can do. Right. In direct football, only signed 2 people. Yeah. If we don't win the FA Cup, League Cup, and Champions League, she's out of there. Well, at the end of the season, though, so we'll see what's happened. Either way, I'm going to sack her even if we do leave, because she failed me as a director of football. She doesn't deserve a job. But yeah, then the people to leave with people on loan. We also ended up selling Anna K. Borb, an EK Borb, who was our third choice goalkeeper. She wanted to leave because she thought she would get a work permit. We're like, okay, you can leave because you're not being played, and Hamburg have paid the minimum fee for her. And Jenna Nice-Wonger, who was also not playing, she was actually unhappy over game time, and we were like, okay, you can leave, lad. 250k from London City, who are in the second tier, because like I said, they had a terrible season last year. What I didn't forget to say was that last season they did get relegated in last place. But yeah, Chloe and Gaza comes in as our replacement for Bulb. I don't know why she was needed, because we had a good third choice goalkeeper and like a younger player, but hey, dirt football does what dirt football does. And she did send one player after I said we needed DMs, and that was Damaris Agurola, who is a Netherlands international, comes in from Lyon on loan. Now we've paid 200k for the loan fee, and if she wants to join permanently at the end of the contract, it's a £2 million optional fee, which would break the record for the highest fee ever paid for a women's player. So I highly doubt football doesn't do that, even though she'll be out of it anyway. So she can't do it because I've already sacked her, I think. But how have we done? Well, going into December, we of course lost and drew in the Champions League. We then took one step further than last year and beat Nottingham Forest in the FA Cup, and one step further than last year in the League Cup as well, while beating Aston Villa 3-2. Then beat Chelsea, which is a really good result because they were gaining form. First loss of the season for them as well. And then we beat Spurs, beat Leicester, beat Chelsea again in the League Cup. How good is that? Then unfortunately lost to Brighton, but beat Everton and West Ham. Everton 7-1. I don't know why we played Everton, but we just thrashed them massively. And then we also scored 7 against Bristol City before losing against Man City. In the League Cup final, we won 7-0 against Liverpool, so we've got one more trophy ticked. Then we played Birmingham, beat them. In the next round of the Champions League, we beat Wolfsburg 4-2 in the away leg, then beat Aston Villa, then beat Wolfsburg again. FA Cup, we beat West Ham 3-0. WSL, we then played Liverpool and Man U, beat them, and twice, well, Liverpool and Man U, we beat them. For Women's Champions League, as you can see, we beat Lyon, beat Chelsea then 7-3 in the WSL. Then drew the next game against Lyon. So we're in the final, as you might already see. We then played Aston Villa with the FA Cup, won at 4-1 there. And then we played Barcelona, won that. And then in the FA Cup final, we beat Chelsea and won that on penalties. So England, in terms of the women's leagues, is done. And we also won the WSL. Chelsea, because we beat them all those times, they kind of fell off. 2 losses all season. I think both of those losses were against us, which was crucial, but it wouldn't have mattered in the end because they drew too many games. But hey, we won the league again, and it means not just England has been ticked off for the women's leagues, but the Women's Champions Leagues has been ticked off as well. So now we don't have to win it in Italy or Spain, Germany or France. So how good is that? But yeah, I have said I will say now that we will be resigning in the next episode from our job at Arsenal to try and get another job, whether it's in the men's leagues with a top team there or in a top team in another league in the women's leagues. I have no idea. We'll have to figure it out in the next episode. But I've been Matthew, also known as Sam X. If you have enjoyed this episode, give it a like. As many likes as possible, please. This is a new series. It does help the channel out immensely. You can comment a random word sentence, load of goop in the comment section down below. And yeah, I've been Matthew, also known as Hex. I'll see you all next time. Hex signing out. Bye everybody.